I watched the Iced Coffee Hour podcast last night and you spoke so well on this exact topic. It was good because the guys gave the other perspective. Yeah, do we have the I want to show you guys the timestamp. I don't know if we have it.
I don't think we pay enough for our teachers, for example. I think teachers are like grossly.
I was there for a long ass time, for like 3 hours. Thank God I can't tell you what I believe. It was capitalism, right? Says in gold shirt. Hasan doesn't have any idea how to affect change. What? Bro, you're really fucking stupid, man. I'm sorry. My haters, you gotta fucking try a little bit harder, dude. Thank God he was there for 3 hours, which implies that what he's saying right now doesn't reflect his actual statements. Dude, you're hallucinating. You think I'm wearing a fucking gold shirt. Brother, your mental health episode in the chat is not everybody else's problem. Take your fucking medication, okay? State your belief. Listen to the podcast, I guess. You know what's really funny? How the fuck do you... Am I crazy? How do people watch this shit? The Purdue chicken story sounds so comically evil that I had to look into it myself. It's just hilarious how it just sounds ridiculous enough that it should exist in a work of fiction about evil corporations. Yeah. It is kind of funny to consider that, like, when the podcast first came out, people were so mad and they immediately mass disliked it, which is why you should go and show support to the pod, by the way. It is sitting at 2.4K likes, 2.5K dislikes. Not a single one of those people in the 2.5K that disliked that watched the fucking pod, because there is 0% chance. There's just no way. It just gets brigaded to shit. That's it. Nobody wants to legitimately. Don't you think that's a good thing, though? Dude, I don't bring up anything in this. Oh, Destiny reacted to it on stream? That makes sense. Yeah, I saw the comments on release. And the comments on release were literally fucking 5 minutes in. They were like, I hate this guy. You shouldn't platform this fucking guy. He's a piece of shit. Some of them say you didn't mention D, but I did halfway through. Oh, yeah, I did. I did mention Destiny. They brought him up. By the way, this came out straight up right after the video came out. These comments I remember. Saying it's the government's responsibility to make sure people aren't poor is just wild. It's every individual's own responsibility to better their own life. Let's outsource our results of responsibility to the government. Great idea. Yeah, sorry, you just lost me with this one. Giving Hasan a platform is a huge no-no. You still have time to delete this. Yeah, go watch it, by the way. I'm not going to watch the whole thing. It's actually very good. I do think the podcasts like this one are pretty good. Why focus on the hate? It was a good video and you know it. Dude, I'm explaining something important here. Like, obviously, this hate is not born out of nothing. I'm showing how stupid it is to just, like, hate. I think people who don't know you are just like, ew, an opinionated white man, and they think you are self-righteous, but they don't actually listen to the meat of the conversation. Sure. You will enjoy the video if you watch it, for sure. But more importantly than that, you can also show this type of video to your friends, because it is a perfect situation where I reach like I get a decent amount of pushback, from people who don't agree with me, but are fair. And because there isn't like other, drama baity perverts involved in the process, this is an unfiltered conversation that you can show to your friends when they ask, who are you watching? Do you think a right winger is going to watch 2 hours of you talking? No. But you know who will? Your friends who fucking despise me. FYI, a certain neoliberal subreddit is mass reporting your Tom Cotton tweet. On what? The website? Oh no, dude. They're going to get me banned from Twitter. So funny that the guy who definitely deserves to be banned from Twitter is trying to get other people deplatformed. Look at that top post, dude. HasanAbi totally not calling for the assassination of a U.S. senator. I'm glad that at least some people get it. Two wrongs don't make a right. Report, please. Please. Guys, we got to do cancel culture on him, please. Please report him, please. Oh, no. Guys, we have to report him. Oh, no, guys. Please. He's making a joke and I hate it. Bitch. Holy, how is that community so mentally ill? I feel bad seeing that stuff. Dude, it is. If we spent our whole time hyper-fixating in the same mentally ill ways on one fucking content creator and convinced ourselves that that one individual content creator is the true beacon of evil, we would be just as mentally ill. It is basically like a cult, dude. That's why I always say it is just so unhealthy. It is so genuinely unhealthy to have this kind of to have this kind of hug box. An entire subreddit that's on suicide watch all the time. Yeah. I think ultimately, even if it was like something fun, if you hyperfixated to that degree on something that's fun, it would break you. It would ruin you as a person. You would become like a legitimate shell of what you once were. And I try to stress that all the time. Same community spamming Omega laws when their favorite streamer said they wish they could shoot you. I know. That's why they have no understanding. Like when that same community has like an actual fucking neo-Nazi who is a pedophile on, and that neo-Nazi pedophile literally says, yeah, I want to kill Hasan. They're like, oh my God, based. This neo-Nazi pedophile is so based, and you're so based for having him on. Not realizing that like you become closer to that neo-Nazi pedophile every day that you think that shit is acceptable. Genuine question, how the fuck do you manage to keep your sanity through all the atrocious shit people say about you? Like, wouldn't be able to function as a person if I was in your position, I think. One thing is this community that I have, that I serve top of the hour ad breaks to all the time at the top of the hour, but also just in general. I am a very fortunate person. I recognize the tremendous luck that I've had in my career, but also almost every single time someone is like pathetically obsessed with being a hater of mine, just look at my watch. Look at my watch, and not in the XQC I own your house in my watch on my wrist type of way. I look at my watch and I look at the time ticking, because until long, it won't take that much time until we find out that they're a fucking sex pest, deviant, pedophile, neo-Nazi. Now, sometimes all of the above, and sometimes just one of the options, but it always consistently works that way. I don't know, with the exception of like the likes of Ben Shapiro, who is just like a right-wing person, but any one of these, any number of these drama farmers, all these people that make a living off of being like, fuck Hasan, he's such a piece of shit. Almost every single one of them have outed themselves as like genuine fucking scumbags. So consistent. So goddamn consistent. You haven't met a D-Watcher Ireland? They try to debate the age of consent and incest as not all that bad. It's not shocking. It's not surprising. Yeah, I do bring a certain vibe to the function that pedophiles don't fuck with. They don't like the vibes I bring to the table.